part of the build of the Angel Interceptor. Now I've taken off the fuselage sides, I've tried them together. I think this is an old snap together kit. It's very tight to fit together and it pushes together tightly. The pins are actually quite a length on those, as you can see, as the old snap together ones were. So I'm going to take those pins down a bit. Other pieces on here are flashing. There is some flashing on this, very minute flashing, but I've had to clean out this side. I had to clean out the slots in it. They were very narrow in there, but the flash was very thin, very thin, and it didn't take much at all to take that out. Slight problem with the instructions. On here it's got part number 6. It's the inside of the engine. They tell you to put it into a certain place on the back end of the fuselage. Let me show you here. On this part here, this part sticking out here, I'm supposed to glue onto there. It doesn't glue there. They've made a mistake. I'll tell you why in a minute. I think the engine side ports or intakes, there is a location tab inside here, and that is where these fit. Oh, hang on, go upside down. There we go. That fits into that section there. There's 2 little tabs on the back of here, 2 little pins. In the fuselage you've got the 2 a locator in here for those pins to fit into, so we know it's in the wrong place there. So the best thing would be to pop this together. Now I'm not going to push it tight because I'm going to explain about that in a minute. Fit this onto the 2 tabs which go there. I don't know where you can see that. It goes there, not on this back part, but here. And then you can put your sides on and line them up and fill the joints. Right, that's one little mistake on there, so be warned if you're going to build one of these. Angel Interceptor. I've gone ahead and built the fuselage, but there's only 2 halves with the engine on the back, 2 side cowlings. Anyway, there's not much parts to this at all. I sprayed the inside green, as you can see here. It is supposed to be green. I think it's come out a little bit darker than I wanted it. Should have been a paler green. I might have to redo that again, but we'll see later. Problems with this kit. There's 2 wings on here. I don't know where you can see those. Here, there's 2 wings either side. They're for the nose section to be clipped in to the body when it was a snap tie kit. These have to be cut off afterwards because you glue them in because there's little slots that they go into and lock the front in. I cut these off, sand them down smooth so I can lose those. No trouble at all. The biggest problem is on the bottom of the aircraft here. Let's start with the top actually. The engine cowlings, where they meet the fuselage, are perfect joints. There's not a gap there. They fit absolutely beautifully on there until they reach the back end of the engine here, and we've got large gaps all the way round. Biggest problem on here is the bottom here is round, a slightly curved section. The back end of the fuselage is flat, so I'm going to have to do some filler work here to feather this in to a flat section. Not a big problem. There's a little step on the back, very minute step on the back of the fuselage on the flat section. I'm going to have to sand and put a little bit of filler down the centre section of this. The top lines up perfectly. All I've got left on here, I've got a little glue line to do on here. I've done it on the front here and I've got perfect finish on it. So one more little problem. The back end here, if I can get it in view here, hang on, let me put that up there. A bit dirty hands at the moment, but I don't know whether you can see that. One half of this fuselage on the tail section slopes up. So I'm sorry, I've got this. It slopes up like that. So you've got a flat section. It slopes up to the outside. I'm going to have to carve that down and work it in. I'll put a photo here for you. The other thing is the chair. It doesn't look anything like the real chair. Oh, I say the real chair. The chair from the original chair from Angel Interceptors is not the same as the one in here. Here's a photo of the real chair. And here's a photo of the cockpit. You can see the difference. There's quite a bit of difference in there. I'm not going to worry about fully detailing this one out. It's to replace one I had in my collection that's got a bit warped in the heat, and it got crushed coming over this in the move. So it's basically a replacement one.